Welcome to Kind of a Filmmaker. Today we are going to be analyzing 5 unique camera moves that you don't typically see in films or TV shows. These are camera moves used with specific purposes in mind that you can remember for your next filmmaking project. Number 1. The Drill Dolly. First off, we have this shot from the movie Black Panther where Killmonger takes the throne of Wakanda. The camera starts upside down and then slowly pushes forward, spinning as it goes, until finally it ends on a shot of Killmonger in an upright position. The metaphor here can be seen as a disruptive transition from the previous leader to the new one, literally flipping the kingdom and its priorities 180 degrees. The filmmakers probably used something like a techno crane to be able to pull this move off in such a smooth and precise fashion, but similar moves can be achieved with handheld digital cameras that have great in-body stabilization, such as the Sony FX3, especially when more stabilization is added in post. Number 2. The spin shot. This shot is very similar to the previous shot, except for instead of dollying while it spins, it just spins. In this shot, Robert De Niro is hanging upside down, and so when the camera starts on him, he looks upside down, but then the camera spins, resulting in an image where he looks upright. This creates a sense of uneasiness in the viewer, but can also be used just to give an ambiguous sense of space. It could also be used as a metaphor for a turning point in the conversation that he is having with this girl. At this point in the conversation, maybe he is now in control, and the gears in his mind are beginning to turn along with the camera. Number 3. The round table. This shot from the movie Scanners is simply when a camera move goes around a table in a circular fashion, revealing characters as it goes. Honestly, this camera move just makes sense if you have a round table, but it can also be used to reveal certain characters at certain points in the conversation that these characters are having. It could also be used to represent an ever-evolving conversation, especially if the camera move is reversed as the conversation evolves. In order to pull this off, the filmmakers most likely used a circular dolly track, although a Steadicam would give a similar feel. Number 4. The down up. In the movie 8½, near the beginning of the film, when most of what the camera is doing is just showing establishing shots, we see this establishing shot crane down into a close-up. This changes the perspective quite a lot, and it is also a very interesting and seamless way to reveal a character in a scene full of wide shots. To achieve this, you will need some sort of a jib that can get high above the crowd, and you also need a good first AC to pull focus properly. The last thing we need is to ruin a good wide shot with an out of focus wobbly close-up just because you wanted to be pretentious and copy a shot from 8½. Number 5. The tornado. This shot is from the movie La La Land, and it starts at this pool party scene where the camera seems to jump into the pool and slowly start spinning clockwise. The spin then gets faster and faster and faster until it's just a huge blur, like the camera is in the middle of a tornado. This camera move gives a real sense of anxiety and the feeling of not knowing what's going on around you. And in this scenario, it kind of puts you in the same shoes as Emma Stone's character was when she went to this party. And according to American Cinematographer, the way they achieved this shot is with a hydro head mounted on a Linearm 2 Plus that spun at a constant rate in the water. And I'm also assuming that they sped this shot up in post and edited it together with the fireworks shot at the end. Thank you so much for watching. I hope explaining these camera moves and giving them names helps you to remember them for when you're making your next film. Subscribe for more.